Buckle up! We're diving into heart-racing action with high-speed chases, wild stunts, and adrenaline at every turn. This is full-throttle excitement. Get ready for a thrill ride you won't soon forget. Picture this: a black Harley-Davidson cutting through traffic on Interstate 30 in Arkansas, braking erratically, changing lanes aggressively, and even flipping off other drivers. Several alarmed calls poured into Troop G dispatch on September 29, 2023, as drivers witnessed a motorcycle behaving recklessly. Around 12:07 p.m., a law enforcement officer identified the motorcycle, matching the description given, and clocked it at 78 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour construction zone near the 2-mile marker, westbound on I-30. The operator, later identified as David Rourke, continued evasive maneuvers. He weaved through lanes and even past cars on the shoulder, showing a complete disregard for safety as he pushed his speed over 100 miles per hour.
E2 advised, you go ahead and try to get it stopped at the speed.
Finally, upon taking exit 213 and attempting a right turn onto Leary Road, the officer decided to end the chase by making bumper contact with Rourke's motorcycle's rear saddlebag. This maneuver sent Rourke off balance, causing him to accelerate over a curb and crash into a grassy area. Rourke was thrown from the motorcycle in the crash. While under detainment, Rourke admitted to feeling scared and mentioned having taken unidentified drugs in Arkadelphia. An early morning pursuit saw a black pickup careening through red lights and passing vehicles on the shoulder, creating chaos on US 71. Battenfield, behind the wheel, ignored traffic signals and swerved onto the shoulder to pass other vehicles, eventually making a turn east onto Zero Street.
Good. It sounds like Sebastian is backing out and leaving it with
As Battenfield's driving grew more reckless, putting public safety in jeopardy, Sergeant Brandon Marcus directed the lead officer to stop the truck immediately. The officer attempted a pit maneuver by colliding with the passenger side of the pickup, aiming to bring the pursuit to a swift end. Upon impact, both vehicles veered off the road into the east side ditch. Battenfield's pickup overturned after hitting a culvert, resulting in fatal injuries. Meanwhile, the officer's vehicle went airborne, landing beyond Battenfield's overturned truck. The officer sustained multiple serious injuries, but survived. A December day in Warren, Michigan. Police attempt a simple traffic stop, only for the driver to take off, sparking a pursuit that would turn deadly. It's noon in Warren, Michigan, near the 10 Mile and Ryan roads. Police tried stopping the suspect for expired registration, a small offense, but the suspect, a 24-year-old driver in a red sedan, fled, triggering a tense chase. Speed surged, and the chase wove through streets. With traffic and obstacles piling up, the pursuit grew increasingly risky. With speeds reaching upwards of 80 miles per hour as the suspect weaved through busy city intersections and narrow streets.
Center line's blocking. It's up in the grass. Just south of 10 and east on Lawrence. Somebody go to Sherwood in 10 Mile for me. All right, we're by that apartment complex just east of Sherwood, coming out to 10. All right.
The chase's intensity left little room for error, but the suspect made one when trying to make a turn at the intersection and crashed with a box truck. The front seat area was completely total, leading to a fatal pursuit ending. This is an example of how one small mistake could lead to severe consequences. In Texas, where everything's bigger, including wild chases, Veeder police gave us a high-octane show as a stolen pickup truck towing a trailer blazed down Interstate 10. Robert Delane Tunnell Jr., age 31, was at the wheel of a stolen pickup truck towing a trailer, taken from Beaumont. The chase took on an increasingly dangerous tone as Tunnell sped across lanes, nearly colliding with other drivers. Tunnell maneuvered wildly, causing the trailer to spill fluids and endanger nearby vehicles. Officers deployed spike strips, only for Tunnell to evade them with a sharp swerve. Tunnel's wild maneuvering came to an end when he lost control of the vehicle, crashing into barriers on both sides of the highway. Officers moved in, with guns drawn and a K-9 unit in support. Tunnel surrendered and was taken into custody, facing multiple charges for his reckless actions and the stolen vehicle incident. In a risky early morning pursuit, an FCSO deputy observed a car at 90 miles per hour, prompting a traffic stop. Instead, the driver fled and zoomed into the darkness before exiting at Bald Ridge. The Marina Road at that moment was dry and clear, giving both the driver and the officers the confidence to confidently press the accelerator. The pursuit quickly escalated, with speeds exceeding 110 miles per hour. Despite attempts to evade law enforcement, the car eventually barreled through a marina barrier. With few options left, the suspects exited the vehicle while it continued moving, leading to a slow, unstoppable drift toward the lake. While an officer was arresting the suspect, let's have the conversation with the car drifting into the lake. They said that this was the best part that you should not miss, as it's been replayed millions of times.
Well, that car.
Some drivers found themselves gripping their wheels a little tighter as a stolen vehicle roared past on Texarkana's Jefferson Avenue, clocking speeds of nearly 100 miles per hour. With Arkansas State Police and Texarkana PD in pursuit, the chase was on to catch a suspect wanted for far more than just car theft. As the chase intensified, the young suspect swerved through traffic, showing no regard for safety as he neared the I-30-I-49 interchange. The stolen vehicle with the wanted homicide suspect reached 95 miles per hour and tried to maneuver past other vehicles by cutting through grassy median, a dangerous gamble at his speed. The turning point came in a flurry of metal and gravel as the vehicle overturned, coming to rest upside down in the median. Officers quickly moved in to secure the suspect, who later was charged with first-degree murder and bonded out for $250,000. Nothing says small-town drama like a high-speed pursuit ending in a crash at the local Kohl's. When 911 calls reported a Green Crown Vic weaving on I-96, the day turned anything but ordinary for Howell residents, as a 60-year-old man led Michigan State Police and Livingston County Sheriff on a high-speed chase. As the chase ramped up, the suspect known for reckless driving and home invasion darted between lanes, reaching speeds that forced officers to terminate the pursuit temporarily for public safety. After reinitiating the chase on Grand River Avenue, police deployed spike strips, flattening 2 tires. Despite his slowing vehicle, the suspect pushed on, skidding through intersections until he finally lost control.
County cars, update on your location. 65. Continuing through layout on 65, Brighton City Store.
Near the Howell Coles, the pursuit took a decisive turn. As the GMC lost its final bit of traction because of losing 2 left tires, the suspect veered into oncoming traffic and collided head-on with a car carrying 2 teenagers. The suspect was immediately apprehended and hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. Most Oakland mornings start with coffee and commute, but for some residents recently, it began with the sight of police cars racing through the streets in hot pursuit of suspects. The stakes? Freedom on one side and justice on the other, making for a chase no one in Oakland will soon. The pursuit accelerated as the suspects made increasingly risky maneuvers, swerving through intersections, jumping curbs, and weaving through tight city streets. The police, relentless but strategic, adapted their tactics to keep the suspects from causing major collisions or harm. The suspect seemed to exit the car and wander across the area on foot before approaching a residence and meeting with other people before leaving in a white station wagon. It took the officer a while to discover his location. At that moment, another chase began in the busy neighborhood of Oakland. As the chase neared Oakland's downtown area, a police cruiser managed to maneuver ahead, blocking the suspect's primary exit route. The suspects, faced with no viable escape, attempted to make a desperate U-turn, but found themselves cornered. Within moments, officers surrounded the vehicle, weapons drawn, and both suspects were swiftly taken into custody without any further resistance. The suspects face multiple charges, including reckless driving, evading police, and possibly endangering public safety. The arrest marked the end of a chase that could have resulted in far more dangerous outcomes for everyone involved. In Albany, Georgia, Slappy Boulevard is known for its bustle, but what unfolded one Friday night took busy to a whole new level. When the ADDU dashcam lit up with flashing lights and revving engines, residents knew something big was underway, and the chase was officially on. The suspect, identified as a local male with a history of minor infractions, was driving a Toyota Tundra and flashed through the vision of the dashcam with multiple quad cars chasing behind. The Albany Police Department took the lead in this chase, supported by the Albany Drug and DUI Unit 9.3. As the suspect sped through traffic, the chase became increasingly dangerous. Despite weaving through tight spaces and narrowly missing other vehicles, the suspect showed no signs of slowing. Law enforcement found themselves in a risky game, trying to stop the vehicle without endangering other drivers. The speeds pushed past legal limits, and officers faced a series of rapid decisions on whether to attempt to box the Tundra in or wait for an opening. Spotting the suspect was slowing down to the suitable speed not to cause any severe injury to the suspect. The quad car of Albany Police Department took this chance to conduct a pit maneuver and finally stop the vehicle. With the help of the Albany Drug and DUI Unit, fully blocked the escapeway. The suspect was arrested on the spot and charged with evading police and endangering public safety. Lawrence County isn't known for thrilling car chases, but that changed this past Saturday. When an inmate took off from jail, Officer Sean Allen of the Walnut Ridge Police Department overheard the jail radio call as he was parked at the county courthouse. Spotting the truck as it fled, Allen sprang into action, joining the pursuit at high speeds. The pursuit would grow to involve multiple agencies, including the Arkansas State Police, Lawrence County officers, and local departments from Hoxie and Ravenden. Once Morris had commandeered the truck, the chase accelerated along Highway 412, weaving through Portia and Black Rock before heading toward Imboden. As the chase grew intense, the banana pickup truck reached neck-break speed at 127 miles per hour, as Morris pushed the truck to its limits, forcing multiple vehicles off the road. The Arkansas State Police attempted to bring the chase to an end by deploying spike strips north of Imboden. However, Morris managed to outmaneuver this first trap, swerving around the spikes and pressing on toward Ravenden. The turning point came just north of Imboden, where Morris, pushing the stolen truck to its limits, finally lost control. The vehicle veered off the road and collided with a tree, effectively ending the chase. Officers immediately surrounded the vehicle, taking Morris into custody at the scene. Though both the truck and the tree bore the brunt of the impact, Morris was unharmed, and the pursuit came to a quiet if abrupt close.
Thank you for staying with us on this great adventure. We'd love to learn which moments spoke to you the most. Please share your ideas in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more engaging stuff. See you in the future video.